Hello, I am Anurag Verma this side. I am from mining 6th sem. I have taken this course, Basic Entrepreneurship for Engineers, which taught by Dr. Saurav Gupta. In this course, we will study about the basic entrepreneur mindset. So, in the first week, we discussed about the funding the flow. Funding flow refers to the concept of achieving a deep state of absorption and engagement in an activity which where one feels energized and focused and intrinsically motivated to. It is often associated with a sense of enjoyment, accomplishment, timelessness. The term flow was coined by psychologist Milley, who, who extensively studied this phenomena. Some key aspects of finding flow is optimal challenge, which refers to flow experience typically occur when there is a balance of challenge of activity and the individual skill level. The activity should be challenging enough to require focus and effort, but not so overwhelming that leads to frustration. Clear goals and feedback. Activities that promote flow often have clear goals and provide immediate feedback. This allows individuals to track their progress, which allows them adjustment as they needed. Intrinsic motivation. Intrinsic motivation, flow experiences are inherently rewarding, which means individual engaged in the activity for the enjoyment and satisfaction it provides rather than the external reward or the recognition. Identifying flows, identifying activities that you enjoy are good. As, strategies for finding flow include identifying activities that you enjoy doing, setting clear goals and breaking down tasks into smaller and manageable steps, minimizing distractions and creating a focused environment. Later we discussed the effects five principles of effectuations. Effectuation is a way of thinking and decision making that is based on the idea of entrepreneurs create their future by taking action and making things happen. It is focused on creating opportunity and focusing problem by using their resources available to you rather than making prediction and trying to plan for the future. Bird in hand. There are five principles of effectuations. They are bird in hand, for affordable losses, नहीं, bird in hand, focus on downside, crazy quilt, lemonade, control versus prediction. Now we will go deep into these principles one by one. We'll start with the first one, bird in hand. Bird in hand means when entrepreneurs seek to build new venture, they start with their means. This means they can be grouped into three categories: who I am, my trades, traits, and abilities; what I know, my education, training, expertise; who I know, my social and professional network. Using this combination of these means, entrepreneur begins to imagine possibilities and take action. Often they start very small with the closest means and move almost directly into the implementation without elaborating planning. With each action, possible outcomes are reconfigured. Eventually, certain merging facts coalesce into clearly achievable, desirable goals. So, second principle is focus on downside, which is also called affordable losses. In the business world, the manager in charge launching a new product analyzes market and chooses segment with the highest expected expected value and return. It is a natural reflex that is the result of years of training around a single mantra, maximizing returns by selecting optimal strategy for your target. Expert entrepreneurs turn this logic on its head. They think it's done in terms of affordable loss rather than expected result. They decide that they are willing to lose rather than what they expect to make. Instead of calculating upfront how much money they will need to launch the product and the investment time and energy raising, the effectual entrepreneur tries to estimate the downside and examines what they are willing to lose. The entrepreneur then uses a process of building in the project bring the other stakeholders on their own and leverage what they can afford to lose together. A estimate order a estimate of affordable loss to drive decision what about their venture to start entrepreneurship entrepreneurs job depending on the predictions and instead they focus on cultivating their opportunities. The third principle is that crazy quilt, which means co-creation partnership. The crazy quilt principle is the effectual reasoning is the focus of building partnership rather than beating competitors. Since entrepreneurs tend to start the process without assuming the existence of a predetermined market for their idea, they don't know who their competitors will be. So detailed competitive analysis have little value. Instead, entrepreneurs generally take their product to the nearest potential customer. Some of the people they interact with make a commitment to the venture, committing time or money, self select into a new venture creation process. The partnership principle dovetails well with the affordable losses principle to bring entrepreneurs' idea to market with very little cash expenditure. Obtaining pre-commitment from key stakeholders, supplier or customer helps to reduce the uncertainty. The fourth principle is lemonade principle. If you came across lemon, make lemonade, lemon cake, and everything else. The fourth principle of effectual reasoning is at heart of the entrepreneurial expertise, the ability to turn the unexpected into profitable. Expert entrepreneurs learn not only to work with surprise, but also to take advantage of them in the most contingency plan and surprises are contingency plan surprises about the worst case scenario. But because entrepreneurs do not tie their idea to any theorized or preconceived market, anything and everything is potentially a surprise that can lead to a valuable opportunity. The fourth playing the The last principle is pilot in the plane principle. The pilot in the plane principle emphasizes the importance of control, co-creation, and shaping the future in uncertain entrepreneurial environment. Effectual entrepreneurs like pilots controlling an aircraft, they steer their ventures by leveraging the resources they have at their disposal. However, they do not navigate alone. They actively engage into in with other pilot, stakeholders, partners, and customers who bring their unique resources and perspective to the venture. Through this collaborative process, entrepreneurs can access a wide range of means, a new and create a new opportunity. And later in the class, we also discussed some activities which which we discussed how to create, how to find our flows, and how to analyze the market by thinking the five whys of any venture. Thank you. This is Anurag Verma, and we'll see you next week.